Welcome to today's video, where we'll bring a picturesque Larnaca seashore to life using watercolors. The first and most important step is selecting the right reference image. Look for a scene where the play of light and shadow is harmonious. The colors blend beautifully, and the composition is interesting without being overly complicated. Pay attention to proportions, perspective, and depth, as these elements will greatly influence the success of the painting. A well-chosen image sets the foundation for a stunning artwork. Once you have your reference, start by sketching the basic shapes and forms with a pencil. Focus on getting the proportions and composition right. After the pencil sketch is complete, go over the key lines with ink to emphasize the structure. For example, highlight the outlines of buildings, the horizon, or the gentle waves of the sea. The ink lines not only provide structure, but also guide the painting process. Before you begin painting, secure your paper to a sturdy surface like a drawing board and tape the edges with masking tape. This prevents the paper from shifting and ensures a neat, clean border for the final painting. Make sure the tape is aligned straight along the edges and press down firmly to prevent water from seeping underneath. The next step is to determine the dominant colors of your painting. For a seashore scene, shades of blue can beautifully depict the depth of the water, while yellows and golds capture the sunlight, and beige or brown tones can bring the sand to life. Test your chosen colors on a separate piece of paper to ensure they work well together. The contrast between light and dark tones will help you create realistic light and shadow effects that add depth and vibrancy to your painting. Always start with the background. One of the fundamental principles of watercolor painting is to always start with the background and only move on to the foreground and focal point afterward. This approach is crucial because watercolors tend to blend easily, and working on the background first ensures that its colors don't interfere with the finer details of the foreground. When painting the background, aim for soft gradients that evoke the mood of the seashore. For example, shades of blue can gently blend with the warm tones of sand, creating the foundation of the composition. It's important to keep the background loose and slightly blurred so that it doesn't compete with the more detailed focal point in the foreground. Once the background has dried, you can proceed to paint the foreground. When working on the focal point, use sharper lines and more defined, contrasting colors to draw the viewer's attention to this specific area. This method not only makes the painting visually harmonious, but also provides a natural sense of depth and perspective. When creating a painting, it's always a good idea to highlight details that subjectively captivate us. This focal point makes the painting unique and guides the viewer's attention. The other details and background should remain blurred to avoid distracting from the central element. Overly detailed backgrounds can overwhelm the composition and detract from its essence. In this case, I chose to emphasize the railing of the ramp, which serves as a guide leading up to the lookout. The intricate detailing on the railing not only makes the scene visually engaging, but also invites the viewer to spend time exploring the painting. The blurred background helps create depth and ensures that the central element stands out clearly. Blending colors plays a key role in establishing the atmosphere of the painting. Just as the waves of the sea wash over the sand, we should allow the colors in the painting to softly merge into one another. This technique not only evokes the mood of the seashore, but also lends a softness and harmony to the composition. For a seaside scene, for example, you can use shades of blue that gently blend with sandy tones like beige or pale gold. These smooth transitions create a natural yet dynamic effect in the painting. This method emotionally engages the viewer, as the movement of the colors reflects the ebb and flow of the sea, conveying a sense of peace and harmony. thank you for joining me on this artistic journey to the beautiful Larnaca seashore. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback and answer any questions. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you next time.